The NASDAQ rebounding Wednesday as stay-at-home stocks bounce back. Well, let's check in with Ross Gerber of Gerber Kawasaki to see where he is on the markets. Good afternoon, Ross. And, since we last talked, now we have an election that's over.
Yeah.
Well, a decision that's over. I guess some may not accept it. The stocks have been on a tear with election weekend, the COVID-19 news from Pfizer, BioNTech, and now as Goldman is raising its S&P 500 year-end target to 3,700. Where are you? Are you still cautious on the markets?
Yeah, I'm still cautious on the markets with the rapid increase of COVID cases and many people's just basic, lack of using any protections and bars being open and people just disregarding. We expect COVID to spike dramatically over the next 30 days to 60 days, right into Christmas. And this is going to be a big damper on the economy, right in a period of time where, people really want to spend time with their families and spend money on gifts. And so the timing is horrible to have this. So we're really not, I really want to be a bull. Honestly, I'm feeling like I want to be a bull, but I think I'm going to have to wait till next year. I want to see an inauguration, and I want to see a strategy to defeat coronavirus. And the fact that we've allowed so many innocent people to die is a crime.
Well, so how should investors play this so-called reopening trade, that theme that's hit the markets? Should they take profits on the winners that they have and keep their powder dry for when the market drops that you anticipate? Or should they buy these stay-at-home stocks and big cap tech stocks on the dips that we saw yesterday, for example?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to buy the big cap techs and the stay-at-home stocks on the dip. I mean, you had a great chance with Peloton and Zoom with the pullbacks and Netflix and the video game sector. We're super bullish on going into Christmas with new Call of Duty and the new Xbox launch. You can't get an Xbox anywhere. We think Microsoft is one of the best stocks you could possibly own right now. We like the Biden winners like clean energy and cannabis as well. But when you're talking about the general economy and our overall allocation, we have not changed. We're in the most conservative position that we've ever been in from a stock to bond allocation perspective. But what we own in stocks is doing real well.
So how have you modified your stock bond allocations? Are you still staying the same, where it's rather conservative with a lot of bonds?
Yeah, we're still mostly at 50-50. I think the biggest allocation change I've made recently is actually buying foreign stocks. We're very bullish on China, so we've moved into EV tech stocks in China. We've moved into gaming in China, like Tencent pulled back recently because of all the political stuff going on in China and the big companies. We love Tencent as a stock, so you have an opportunity here. But we think China is going to lead the global economy out of coronavirus. They've solved it there. All of Asia seems to have solved it. So although tourism hasn't come back in Asia, every other industry is growing. We love the EV business in China and many players in there like BYD and Tesla.
Right, they've got COVID under control here in the U.S. New York tightened its restrictions today, and New Jersey across the river too. So how would you play then this rotation trade? Is it too early to buy these cyclical stocks?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's way too early, and I can't imagine why anybody think if this is as good as the economy is going to get right now for the short term. And the reason is that everybody is out getting COVID right now, but once they start seeing their relatives die, people's behavior is going to change. And I hate to sound so grim, but it seems like a lot of this country will only accept the realities of this pandemic when they actually see somebody die or hospitalized. And that's what we're seeing in North Dakota now that all their neighbors are in the hospital and dying, that everybody's starting to decide maybe they should wear masks and not have motorcycle rallies. So, the way I look at it right now is there's 70 million Americans that don't understand what a pandemic is. And until they do, the economy is going nowhere better than where we are today.
Okay. Thank you,
so
Ross.
they're hurting us. They're hurting us bad.
Yeah.
And we got to get people start working together.
And when it hits home, huh? Well,
yeah, unfortunately, if they don't see it, they don't believe it.
All right. Well, thank you, Ross, for your thoughts. Appreciate it.